everyone, it's me, Carol from Practical Mystic. Today I thought I would share with you how I go about doing a monthly spread for myself. Now we're just about ready to get into the month of May, and I thought, why don't I share with all of you how I really personalize my monthly readings very simply with 3 cards. 2 of them I use each month, and I'll explain to you what they are. And they basically are very instrumental in seeing the complete environment, the complete energy that is around us for a full year, well, a lifetime when we're looking at basically our personality card. But bear with me, I'm going to explain the process of how and why I use these 2 cards for my monthly guidance and insight into what is going to happen and what is occurring, what I need to learn, what I need to look at. It all depends on that energy and the flow of those 3 cards. So here is what we need to do, and this is how I do my monthly readings, or I called it a monthly guidance. Your personality card, your current year card, and then we're going to draw the card for the month ahead of us, the one, if you're doing it on the first of the month, that's fine too. Okay, what is the personality card? In the tarot, it is the number that you get when you add up your year, your day, and your month of birth. You're going to add it across after you've added it down. So 20 is your personality card in the tarot. Now, card number 20 is the judgment card. There are 2 aspects when you're working with the tarot and you're finding your cards. You can also look at what your soul card is, and that's basically adding up 2 and 0. Of course, that would be 2. So your personality card would be the judgment. Your soul card would be the High Priestess. For my monthly guidance, I only use the personality. I don't go into the soul card. So get your personality card. That's going to be coming out for your reading. There are some exceptions. If you don't know your cards and you are doing the math to find out what your tarot cards are, you know that in the Major Arcana there are only 22 cards. So if your number is above 22, let's say it's a 23, you would just add up the 2 and 3. That would be a 5. Your personality and soul card are the same. You are the Hierophant card, number 5, and your purpose this lifetime is to really focus on that card, the archetype of the Hierophant. Okay, the other exceptions to that rule is, let's say your card is, or your number is 22. Well, you would think, okay, then my personality card is the Fool. It is not that way. It is the opposite. The 22 reduces to a 4. So it is in the tarot looking for your personal card, that number 22, the Emperor is the personality and the Fool is the soul card. I am a 22-4 life path number, so my card is the Emperor, so I'm going to leave him out right there. Okay, let's talk about the year card because we're going to need that also. If you don't know what your year card is, then you take the current year and then you add it to the day and the month that you were born. Just like our example up here, the only thing that's changed is the year. We're now taking the universal year that we're all under, 2022. Add it down. Then we add it across, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 3 plus 9 equal 14. Now, when you're doing regular numerology, You could take that 14 and add it across. It would be a 5. And in the books of numerology, of course, you would be under a 5-year card. When we're looking for the year card concerning the tarot, I do not reduce it. I take out the 14th card of the Major Arcana, and of course that is Temperance. So the year card, this example, this person is under, is Temperance. But take note, year cards work birthday to birthday. So we are currently in the month of April. This person's birthday begins May 12th. So what that means is that person is under the influence of the year card that occurred in 2021 right up until the 2022 birthday, which is going to be very shortly, May 12th. And that card, of course, is the Death card, card 13. So be advised that your year card is birthday to birthday, and make sure that you're working with the right one for your reading each month in the brand new year. Okay, so I have my personality card here, the Emperor, and my year card is a 9, okay, which is the Hermit. But another exception to the rule, and a lot of this is explained in my video about finding your year card for the new year 2022. Birthdays that are October, November, and December, because they're so into the calendar year, the end of the calendar year, whatever number comes up, it occurs in July. It doesn't occur birthday to birthday for October, November, and December. It is July of that year. So the example is, if I took my date of birth, my 2022 number would really be a Magician. But not only it's still vibrating to the year prior, and until July of this year, I won't be vibrating to the Magician year, okay? But that's October, November, and December birthdays. I'm hoping I'm not complicating things. So for those of you who already know your personality card from the tarot, you take that out. You're going to take out your year card, and I am under, I call this the environment in which we live. Your year card is basically the conditions, the lessons, the gifts. Sometimes they're energy that you're going to be under, that you're going to be working through, that are going to be working with you as well. So it's a give and take. It's not always positive and it's not always negative. It just is the archetypal energy of what that card indicates. So let's go ahead and talk about that. As a personality, if I was a strict 4, let's say my personality was just a 4, my personality wasn't a master number 22. That 4, the Emperor, it's all about structure. It's all about law, order, organization, leadership, reasoning, getting the best result, getting the work done, being very organized, being methodical. It's paternal, it's a father, it's authoritative. That energy is the archetypal energy you can see with the Emperor, for sure. Now that is what I came in this lifetime to learn. So my personality is organized, orderly. I certainly was raised under a strict environment. Most people of my age, there was a lot of rules and regulations in the household. I certainly come under that jurisdiction. And pass that on, I would say, a lot to my children as well. But that's my personality. What I'm here to learn is to make sure I don't get sidetracked, is to make sure I'm also willing to get out of my comfort zone and my routine and allow for something to change. 4 has to live outside that box. So I know when to stop, I know when to let go, and I know when a structure is no longer useful, and I till my soil and cultivate it so that something new is being built, is being produced, is being established. And that could be physically, mentally, and emotionally. That is the lesson. So you can see by understanding your own archetypal personality that each month you're taking a bit of that into consideration and interpreting it with the cards that you're going to take out each month. Okay, understanding my personality. Let's look at what the environment is. This whole year, my year card is all about the hermit. Well, what is the hermit? The hermit is so different than the emperor. Just look at the coloring. I have this orange background, this fiery energy, this man on a concrete stone throne with his feet in armor, and do, listen and obey. I'm the wise one. I know what's good. I've got tunnel vision. I'm looking straight at you. I don't care about anything around. The hermit is outside in the open air. There is this freedom of thought, a freedom of investigation, of release, clarity, vision above. This is very earthbound, and the hermit year for me is a higher influence, change in thought, reevaluating, elevating my heart and my mind. And really, it's been a year for me to look for truth, most of all, because I'm just about ready to end that and go into the wonderful, liberating, and newness of the Magician year. Now, I could talk for a long time about the 9. I don't want to do this. I want to go on and show you how to go ahead and finish up with the monthly reading. But what I need to take into consideration is what that 9 exemplifies. And anything at the 9 level is a culmination. It's completing. It's tying up loose ends. It's knowing what to let go. I've done that. I've sold the business. I've revamped. I'm changing my environment. I've got some freedom. I've redone my office. I don't need all the documents and the file cabinets. So you can see that energy of what I did for so long before is leaving. I'm preparing that. I'm detaching it, and I'm now supposed to take time to meditate, contemplate, and really see where I want to go. When I come back down with my choices and my divisions and my heart's desire on a very knowledgeable way, what it is that each month I want to focus on and make sure that I do in order to reap the best benefits of what needs to be changed, let go of, even purged in the 9 hermit time. So let's go ahead, and the next thing that I would do once I take out these 2 cards is basically shuffle the cards, get centered, and ask for the guidance for that month that I'm inquiring about. And of course, it's May. And I basically ask for the guidance for the month of May 2022. Be very specific. You're asking for the guidance of the month of May 2022. Okay, cut the cards 3 times to the left body, mind, spirit, restack them, and then you're going to take out the fifth card. We are looking for guidance for the month of May. So the fifth card, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth card guiding us is the Three of Pentacles. 369 is what I think about because of the number sequence here. I have a feeling that the month of May, I'm going to have to go back and do something that I did not complete 3 months ago. Now, going back to selling my business, even though the closing was in December, I'm still tying up a lot of loose ends there with taxes, employees, past employees, newfound relationships with the new owners, yada yada, and getting them acclimated and educating them in many ways. That's what I'm seeing, that I'm going to have to revisit that. May is telling me to get prepared for that. It's also telling me about the skills that I'm trying to put forward. And I've kind of been entertaining now for a couple months because I'm having more leisure time. I don't have to go to the office 6 days a week. So I've been rekindling my love of creativity, my artwork, my crafts, my designing, my polymer clay, yada yada, and fine-tuning those skills that I let go of about 10 years ago because I've had obligations I was in charge of. I was made, given authority over, and it put me back into a place that I had to dedicate a lot of time and energy. So that Three of Pentacles is so inviting for me for the month of May because I'm going to be rekindling those artistic skills, my crafts, which is what this card really resembles. And hopefully meeting new people and conversing with them and growing with them, maybe even joining some kind of organizations that have to do with those creative abilities that I'm entertaining. But first, I realize I still have more to do here. I've got to go back. That number 3 tells me I've got to go back. Remember, I'm in a culminative period here. I'm not through yet, and sometimes we have to go back and revisit. The other advice that I can give for anybody that is in a 9 cycle, you don't want to start anything new when you enter a 9-year cycle that you want to last for a long period of time. If it's a short thing that you're doing, the life expectancy is probably going to be about 1 year. It is endings. It's a time for letting go. And letting go sometimes can be so liberating, so refreshing, so freeing. We sometimes hold on to it for many reasons. If we don't let it go, usually in the 9 year, it's going to go for you. The universe is going to show you how to detach. It gets the scissors out and it cuts those strings. So that's the best advice that I can give someone who is also in a 9 cycle. Thanks everybody for joining me. I hope this was helpful. If you have any kind of questions, please feel free. If you're struggling to find out your personality number and your year card, please email me or put it in the comments section and we'll go from there. Have a great day. Bye for now.